Thank you,
I'm
Pooja.
fine, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, so nice of you.
Yeah, thank you.
I really, my heartfelt thanks to give me an opportunity to, you know, share this program with your audience.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It gives me really immense pleasure because you are the youngest member of our team,
Yes,
but
sir.
you are doing Himalayan great jumps, and we
Thank
are
you,
very
sir.
happy with that.
Yes, sir.
And now today I'm going to talk on awareness program about acupuncture. After half an hour, after 40 minutes, when the Zoom gets over, we will rejoin. Right?
Yeah,
All
yes,
the audience will rejoin.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I know. Thanks for giving once again. Really thanks for giving this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
In the
Well,
COVID time, now we have to learn
yes, sir.
create awareness
Yes,
online.
yes, sir.
Earlier, we used to do this, offline, wherever some yoga classes are, in some places, we used to go nursing schools, etc. We used to go and
Yes,
conduct awareness program. What is acupressure?
yeah.
Because in our country, I mean, now this is the need of the hour. Necessity is the mother of invention, they say. So this is the need of the hour that we have to invent some new methods to reach people. We should not get deterred by these kind of gimmicks. We have to learn to live with this. And it is possible that, I'm sure in India, unlike in some Western countries, it has already, subsided to a great extent. But another within 1 or 2 months, total normalcy will be restored. Let's hope for that, and we'll start the program. And who does not want to have the benefits of acupressure? You know, many people are really they're tired of medicines,
Yes,
and then many of the diseases cannot be cured by medicines. Um, Everybody wants to prevail over an illness, and many people, they really want to get rid of bad habits, alcoholism or whatever it is, some bad habits. And everybody, no exception, even 90-year-old also wants to be younger all the time without any disease, forever younger. They don't
yes,
want to get old, and eternal youth, we call. And
yes,
then even our vitality, the sexual ability also has to be proper. Otherwise, there'll be, we don't have energy and enthusiasm, even ordinary work. And that no, you want to what protect you from any injuries and protect you from all diseases. All these things is possible from acupressure. Can anybody believe it? It is really, I'm going to explain how it is possible.
yes, sir.
And what are the benefits of this acupressure? You know, it is, first of all, safe and painless. It is a drugless therapy without any side effect, because everybody knows that. And treatment can be taken wherever you are, from your home, from your office, wherever you are, you can take treatment. There's no restriction that you have to go to hospital or anything like that. Only once you have to consult the therapist. Afterwards, you can take treatment wherever you are. Mobility is there. It is ambulatory. That means, wherever you are there, you can take treatment. Then, um, and mainly, it does not cost you any amount. It is not only drugless therapy without any side effect. It does not cost you even one paisa. There's no, if you learn how to treat yourself, it's a do-it-yourself therapy. You can treat any disease without spending 1 rupee on that. And then even a small child, anybody can learn acupressure. These are all the advantages of acupressure. Okay. And what is acupressure? In simple terms, see, acupressure is, we apply pressure, either physical pressure, or through magnets, or through color, or through seed, etc. At a specified point to restore health. Okay, we can just restore the health disease by simply, methodically, systematically applying pressure at acupoints located on our palms and soles. Okay, how does it work? See, before we go to acupressure, it is better to know how does the allopathic system work. Simply in the, briefly. For example, I have got in elbow, I have got some psoriasis. Okay. And on front of the elbow, I got some injury. And then I got infection. Okay. Then, in allopathy, what they do, they find out which antibiotic will kill which bacteria or virus or fungus. Okay, and then they related what we call antibiotic and destroy the disease, but goes with the side effect. You're taking antibiotics. Okay, that is the system. I mean, allopathic system as a whole. And in homeopathy, the treatment is based on symptoms. Okay, for example, 3 patients come to you for treatment. Okay, one fellow complained he has got septicemia. Okay, poison in blood. Second fellow says he has got blood cancer. Third fellow says he has got hepatitis B. But all the 3 has got same symptoms. That means the treatment is same. They treat the symptom. You got my point, no? Whereas, okay, on next day, another 3 patients comes to you. All of them will complain that they have diabetes. The first fellow says he has got too much of sweating. The second fellow says he has got too much of thirst. He is always thirsty and hungry. The third fellow says he always, he has got, frequent urination problem. Frequently, every hour he has to go to, pass out the urine. So symptoms are different. Disease is diabetes, but treatment is different. It is based on symptoms. Though common disease, it is based on symptoms. Okay. Whereas in Ayurveda, we all know it is called samadosha. According to Ayurveda, the whole body is made out of not only whole body, the whole universe is made out of space, air, fire, water, and earth. Air and space is vata, water and fire is pitta, water and earth element is kapha. So there should be samadosha. That means there should not be imbalance in vata, pitta, kapha. Okay, samadosha, samagnishta, samadhatu, malakriya, prasanna, atma, eva, indriya, manaha. Swasthya ityavideta is the definition of health according to Ayurveda. In other words, there should not be imbalance in vata pitta kapha. Then there are 13 varieties of fire within the body which burns energy to make our cell perform. It could be in Jatara we have Jataragni. We have Ranjaka Pitta, that means, which is related to the liver. We have Brajaka Pitta, which is related to the skin. We have Alochaka Pitta. It makes our eyes to perceive light. Only that. Like that, there are 13 varieties of Pitta. Sama Agni, all the fire in the body should be balanced. Samadhatu. Samadhatu means, whatever we eat is converted into Sapta Dhatus, it is called. First is plasma, second is blood, third is flesh, fourth is muscle, fifth is bone, sixth is bone marrow, seventh is cerebrospinal fluid. There should not be any imbalance in the process of creation of Samadhatu. It is controlled mainly by spleen. Samadhatu Malakriya. Our excretory system of waste should be proper, whether it is urination, sweating, stools, whatever it is, has to be, excretion has to be proper. Then only our health is good. Not only that, prasanna atma eva indriya manaha swastya ityavidete. That means prasanna atma, when you get up in the morning, you should have energy and enthusiasm to work. Then only, it is defined that you are healthy. When you get up in the morning, you feel lazy. Oh, why did the sun get up, rise so early? I wanted to sleep for 1 more hour, another 2 hours. Jadatva it is called, that you are not active. There is no energy, there is no enthusiasm. Then you are in ill health. So Ayurveda defines you should be energetic and enthusiasm to work when you get up in the morning. Then only you are defined as swastya chitta, swastya itavidete. That means the manifestation of swastya is with all this. Okay, but whereas in acupressure, what we treat the energy in the body. See, there is energy within any living being which flows in a defined path all over the body called energy meridians. We all know that. All the acupressure students know that, no? Energy meridians. They are attached to one organs also. Not only they flow in a specified route, in a defined path, and wherever they flow, they can be influenced, controlled, regulated, and all of them passes through one organ. That is why all the energy meridians are named after the organ which it passes. For example, kidney meridian, urinary bladder meridian, heart meridian, small intestine meridian, lungs meridian, large intestine meridian, liver meridian, gallbladder meridian, like that. All the meridians have been named after the organ which it passes through. So, and according to acupressure, the energy, the bioenergy creates the man. Without energy, man cannot be created. If there is energy only, we have life. Otherwise, we are dead. Energy, creates man. Any imbalance in the flow of energy causes disease. See, by chance, the energy, it will flow in a defined path. Should not be any impediments. Impediment means it has to go in a specified route. It has to, see, if I had to go to airport, I have to follow one particular route. If I go in some other route, I will not reach airport. Similarly, energy has to flow in a defined path. Then only we are healthy. If it is flows in chaotic manner here and there, then we have disease. Secondly, it has to go in a certain speed. It should not get stagnated. It should not get stagnated. It should not go on ulta direction. It is called contravection. Why do we get hiccups? Why do we get vomiting sensation, nausea, vomiting, loose motion, all because of contravection? If you correct the contravection, all these diseases will be corrected. There should not be any deficiency of energy. There should not be any excess of flow of energy. Then health is maintained. You will be, health is restored. You are fully fit. That is the concept of acupressure. So it is very easy. Just balance the energy flow and your health is restored. Very, very, very simple. Okay. For a common man, how to, maintain health. I will give you one simple tip. For example, all the energy meridians flow and vital points are located on our fingers and palms. See, according to Tulyartha, see what is there in Brahmanda, yata Brahmande tata pindande. That means whatever is there, whatever is the constitution of the whole world, same thing even any living being is constituted. We also have five, the whole universe is made out of five Panchamahabhutas, air, space, fire, water and earth. We are also made of same air, space, fire, water and earth. Okay. And then, how much ever the quantity of water in the universe, air in the universe, hotness in the universe, coldness in the universe is all there within our living being. Any imbalance will create diseases. To prevent that, to make our energy flow in the normal way, normal path, without any deficiency or excess or any impediment, I'll give you a simple tip to the newcomers how to maintain your health. It is very simple. All the acupoints are located on our fingers and palms. Okay. And see, on each hand, if you take like this, okay, if you keep your hand like this, it is defined that two hands, two fingers in the middle are representative of our legs. They represent our legs. The index finger and the middle finger,
Yes, sir. I've shared one PPT, sir.
Pardon?
I've shared one PPT, sir.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yes, sir.
See, it's index and the small finger represents our hand. In right hand, right index finger is our hand, right hand. In right hand, our small finger represents left hand. See, we can see there are three joints. There are three joints in hand, no? In this index finger representing our hand. These joints represent our shoulder joint, middle joint is called elbow joints, and the wrist joints. This joint is represented by wrist joint. There are three joints. Similarly, on the leg, this is our, this is at the bottom. That bottom joint represents, it is our thigh joint. This is our knee joint. This is our ankle joint. So, by chance, if anybody has got, it is any problem related to shoulder, at this point, if you knuckle it, it get released. And, this is on the thumb, it is represented by our neck and head. Beautifully it is shown.
Yes.
And then in the palm, the front side of the palm, it is the trunk of the body, all our lungs and heart up to the diaphragm, and then this is liver, then, this is stomach, this is large intestine, small intestine, all these digestive, organs are located in the front side. See, this is lighter in color, back side is little darker in the color. So God has, given a lot of clue. Yeah, this is at the back side. This is our spine. This is our kidney, which is located at the back. Okay. This is our pelvic system. Okay. This is our neck. This is our cervical region. Okay. And on the just behind the neck, we have got our occipital region of the back side of the above the neck, on the bottom of the head. Like that, we can relate the body to the hand. Okay, why I am telling no? It is why I am telling this means, every day, I am going to show you this one simple, it is called, wooden jimmy it is called. You can notice, it is rough on the bottom side, it is smooth at the upper side. On the, in the front side of the hand, the skin is rough. On the back side, it's little smooth. On the front side, we can do like this. You just roll it, apply pressure, you will get stimulation. In other words, you are stimulating, you are removing all the stasis, you are tuning the entire digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, which are, represented in the palm of your both the hands. You have to just do this like this. This is available with puja. All my audience, I request them to buy one of these things. It is very cheap, some 30 rupees or so it costs. And then what you have to do, from the rough surface, on your rough surface of the hand, daily you do like this, your digestive system will improve, your circulatory respiratory system will improve, and then your excretory system will improve. Every system, all the 11 integumentary system, lymph drainage system, all the system will improve. Similarly, if you do it at the back side of on the back of your hand, you will not have any back related, spinal cord related problem by rolling on the hand jimmy at the smoother side. And then one more trick as to how to tune all the all other organs and extremities, your hands and legs. Take this acupressure ring. It is called acupressure ring. It is available with Miss Pooja. What you have to do?
Yes, sir.
You have to roll it on your all the finger from end to end for 30 times each day, once or twice, or whenever time permits. How many number of times you can do, no problem. It will improve circulation, in all the meridians, all the legs. I mean, both the legs and both the hand. By doing on all the fingers, everything is tuned. There will be no impediments, no stagnation, no reversal, no contraction, nothing, no excess. That means you are healthy. Your health is protected. It is so simple. See, any disease can be treated, even from simple to very serious disease, from acute to chronic disease. Acute means the disease which occurs, in the recent past, say 1 or 2 days, less than a week. Chronic disease means which are very old, more than 3 months, 6 months, years together. Those diseases can also be treated by just, doing like this, slowly, energy flow within the body improves, and you will not have your, disease, your easiness is restored. Disease becomes ease. It's a very, very simple technique to restore your health. This is the advantage of acupressure. By just using this kind of instrument, there are plenty of instruments to treat your own self. I'll show you one more. See, this is to treat sinus or anything related to the face. You just roll it. It is very smooth on the nose, on the forehead, on the cheeks, on the sinus area. You do like this for 2 to 3 minutes. Your not only sinus problem, circulation of blood in the entire face will be smooth, and your face will shine like anything without any makeup. And then this is a little rough surface, this roller, and this you can use it on head. If you have got headache or any problem related to head, some stagnation of blood flow, energy flow in the head, resulting in migraine or any diseases, you can easily overcome by just rolling on it. It will be, it gives you little pleasure also to experience. It really, very nice. And at the same time, your hair fall will stop, blood circulation will be there, and headache will go. You don't get any diseases. These are all the simple, what we call tips to protect you from any diseases. Friends, actually, through acupressure, you can treat any complicated diseases also. See, unfortunately, in India, we are not aware about this. The science is originated in India. See, long time back, we all know there is a mention of this in Atharvana Veda, and so many, samhitas, do's and do nots, has been written by Sushruta, Charaka, Bharadwaja, Vagbata, Patanjali. Many rishis have written so many do's and do nots to protect your health through Ayurveda, and through acupressure. Our samsthan, we all know there is one institute called Acupressure Shodh Prashikshan Evam Upchar Samsthan, which is located in Allahabad. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are all our gurus.
Yes, sir.
They are all our gurus. And
Yes.
we are all proud associates of our leaders. Yeah,
Yes.
on the right extreme corner is our present president of Acupressure Shodh Prashikshan Evam Upchar Samsthan, Shri J.P. Agarwal sir, who is the founder of acupressure mode treatment. Acupressure science is there in 5,000 years and above, but how to put it through acupressure and acupuncture is discovered by him. And the next to him is our late president, Mr. MP Khemkaji, who is no more 2 years back, 1.5 years back, 2 years back, he has expired. And he is the one who has propagated Chinese acupressure and developed it to a great extent than what originally it was. Then this is next to him is Dr. Devendra Vora, is the founder or the father of Indian acupressure. He has treated more than about 5 lakhs and written a book called Health in Your Hand, which was very popular throughout globally. In more than 36 languages globally, it has created a record, a number of sales, because it was so simple. He has studied Ayurvedic, Chinese acupressure, Sujok, and Dr. Wolf method, and the gist of that he has given in 38 points, by which a common man can go through that, and it's a do it yourself therapy, according to him, in simple way. Thereby, you can practice acupressure easily. Devendra Vora, that is why he is called as the father of Indian acupressure. And this is Park Jae-woo, the last, this is Park Jae-woo. Professor Park Jae-woo has also studied yogic acupressure, Chinese acupressure, and Ayurvedic acupressure, and come out with his own concept of acupressure. And there are many people who have contributed for the growth of acupressure, like Dr. Reinald Wohl, and many, stalwart, Dr. Jayasuriya, and many people have contributed for the growth of acupressure in the country. Friends, in our own eyes, we can see in China what happened. Friends, in 1950, in China, Mao Zedong has introduced acupressure in schools and colleges as a supplementary subject. Because of that, within 10 years, within 10 years, by 1960, by then, the entire Chinese, population's health has improved by more than 6 inches to 1 foot. Long time back, whether it is in Japan, Korea, China, so many Southeast Asian countries, they were very, they're by nature, they were only 5-footers. In Canada, they are called kula, in the dwarf. In Japan, kula, like that, older generation knows. But today, in all these countries, thanks to acupressure, they're all 6-footers. their health is very strong, and they, compete with Westerners and win gold medal in athletics meeting, in Olympics. See, that is the contribution of acupressure in all these countries. In even in China, in between, what happened? See, in the initial stages, about 2,500 years back, the Buddhist monk took the science of acupressure from India through Buddhist monks to Southeast Asian country, including Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Ceylon, China, everywhere, and they have developed it. They have developed it. But in Western countries, it has become popular only after Nixon's visit to China in 1971. Till then, nobody, Western countries did not know what is acupuncture. Once when Nixon went there, he took a couple of people, some doctors, and then some journalists along with them to cover, the media coverage like that. He took them. Then what happened? There is one James Reston who was like Arun Shourie, a journalist in those days. He was, world-known figure in so many, big journalists, like that. James Reston was number one in the world then. See, he went along with Nixon. Then when they landed there, he had developed appendicitis. It was in very critical stage. It was about to burst. Then the entire team of Americans, they were panic, what to do, how to operate. It takes more than 40 hours then to go to US. We will not survive for 48 hours. It was in such a bad condition. They were in a dilemma whether to go back or what to seek the help of Chinese. Then, the Chinese premier asked them, what happened? You are all under tensed. What is the matter? Then Nixon said, see, one of our senior journalists by name James Reston has developed appendicitis. It's in very critical stage. He has got tremendous pain. Any moment it will burst. What to do? They said, don't worry. If you give an opportunity, we will try our treatment through acupuncture. It most likely it will be cured because it is a common thing here. We can easily treat. So, the Americans hesitantly, they allowed them to treat. Within 10 minutes, pain subsided. The story goes that within 24 hours, completely cured. So, Mrs. Nixon was very much impressed with this. She couldn't believe that appendicitis could be cured without medicine, without operation, just like that, like magic. Then, there was one Dr. W. Dudley, one heart specialist was also there along with him. Nixon asked him to stay in America in China for a couple of months to study the efficacy of acupuncture, whether to, what is it, how does it work? How can this